The EU masterminded a punishment clause that could see Britain stripped of single market access during the transition period, a leaked document reveals. Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab has said the EU and UK are entering the last week or so of substantive post-Brexit trade negotiations. With the Brexit transition period set to end in little more than a month's time, Mr. Raab suggested talks might soon be reaching their conclusion. However, he called on the EU to accept a point of principle on fisheries, an issue he described as having been a major bone of contention in reaching a deal. Face-to-face negotiations on a post-Brexit trade deal between the UK and EU resumed this weekend after the bloc's chief negotiator, Michel Barnier, and his team were forced to quarantine due to a positive coronavirus test among their number. Speaking in London on Sunday afternoon, Mr. Barnier said the negotiations were an ongoing process, adding, "Let us work, let us work." Downing Street continues to insist Britain is not afraid of leaving the bloc with no agreement in place if the EU does not negotiate in good faith. As the clock ticks down and tensions rise, a leaked document sheds light on how Brussels has been conducting the negotiations. 2 years ago, the bloc came up with a clause with the objective to punish Britain if it refused to sign up to new EU laws during the transition period. Under the plans, Brussels would have stripped the UK of the right to challenge decisions made by EU judges in the European Court of Justice. If the UK refused, then the European club wanted to hit back by blocking sectors from having access to the single market. Leader of the House of Commons Jacob Rees-Mogg criticized the plan. He said, "The UK cannot accept ECJ jurisdiction if the EU itself will not. I wonder if such an approach would not violate the EU's own Charter of Fundamental Rights." The plans revealed that the EU was worried Britain might break European law during the transition period. They feared the UK could lodge an objection to the law with the ECJ and wait out the 2 years by embarking on a lengthy legal challenge at the Luxembourg-based court. They believed this would have created a loophole, which would have effectively let Britain dodge new rules and regulations for the transition period.